Oh! Huge! Oh! Hey, what is up, guys? Clinky here. Hope you guys are doing super good today, because right now I'm very excited to present you the best freaking Arcane Mage build one-shot for a patch 10.1.5 in Dragonflight. So today we are going to cover up the stats first, and then the PP talents, and the talents, and then finally I'm going to show you guys the full PP burst rotation that's going to allow you guys to one-shot everything. So first off, you want to start up by making sure that you are playing with the 4 tier set bonuses, because it's very strong. It increases your spell damage, your damage overall by quite a ton. Absolutely insane. Arcane Surge increases spell damage by an additional 10%. Okay. Duration increased by 3 seconds. Huge. For every 24k mana spent on Arcane Surge, you gain 1% increased spell damage, which is insane. You want to use that spell pretty much first in your rotation. That's going to allow you to deal more damage overall, more burst pressure, insane, freaking disgusting damage. So, alright. We're playing with the Interrupt Boots. Okay, very important, because you're gonna get kicked a lot as Arcane Mage. So the first stat that we are going for is Haste. Haste allows us to get as much damage as possible, like shorter cast times. Without Haste, you will not get those Arcane Missiles procs. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna get kicked. Even with a lot of Haste, you're gonna get kicked, but it's gonna feel a lot less worse. Okay. So playing double trinkets because I'm a human, but you could always choose to play the a trinket that removes all the CCs from you. Okay, this one is like so much better than the other one because it procs a lot more often, and also gives you a little bit more stats overall. Okay, we're playing with Sophic Devotion as your main weapon enchant. Very important. It's going to crit a lot and deal tons of damage. And then we are going for the PP talents, and I'm going to explain briefly all the other talents. Okay, so Temporal Shield, that's 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 a must. You need that. It can heal you for quite a lot. The cooldown is very short, especially if you use Shifting Power. Improved Mass Invisibility. When you use that, you can actually get your Arcane Surge off quite every time. Arcanosphere, you can switch that one up, okay, depending on who you are playing against. I'm going with Arcanosphere for the big meaty one shots, alright? So, what you need to know right now, this is the most viable build for Arcane Mage. This is the very best build possible. I would pick those two and those two, but they are not dealing quite as much damage. After a lot of testing, uh, these two routes right here are the best. Your damage is gonna come from Arcane Surge, Touch of the Magi with a ton of Arcane Missiles, and Arcane Barrage. Arcane Barrage is your hardest hitting ability. You're gonna crit for 250k with it. But you need to know something first, okay? Each time, right here, Arcane Harmony. Each time Arcane Missiles hit an enemy, the damage of your next Arcane Barrage is increased by 5%. This effect stacks up to 20 times. So that means before going for an Arcane Barrage, you need to have 4 Arcane Charges stacked, and also you need to try to throw missiles until you reach the max amount of stacks for Arcane Harmony. That's the secret. That's the secret right there. Okay. Our barrage. This one is pretty dumb because Like sometimes when you throw an arcane barrage, it throws an orb. It allows you to cleave, and the orb that you throw with arcane barrage is gonna generate more arcane charges. So you can actually, if you're lucky, spam arcane blast like crazy on all of those people, man. It is the more people stacking, the more damage that you're gonna deal with orb barrage. It is pretty dumb stuff. All right, so I've installed an add-on which actually shows the spells that I'm using in real time, and that's gonna allow you guys to see which spells I'm pressing whenever I'm pressing them. So let's jump into the burst rotation. All right. Alright, so this is the burst rotation. Try and get Arcane Harmony at max stacks. It's actually gonna make a huge difference in your burst, especially cleave damage when you launch that big meaty Arcane Barrage. It also looks super good when you're dealing 200k to everything in front of you. Like that's so much fun. Okay, so Arcane for each Arcane charge deals 37% more damage plus Arcane Harmony, and it actually goes towards like 5 targets, so that's 200k times 5. That's 1 million damage right there, free for you guys. So I always try to get those arcane missile stacks with arcane harmony, right? All right, burst rotation. Ooh. And then you can reset cooldowns again. And you keep on pumping. All right, let's check out how much damage we did. We did almost 1 million damage with arcane missiles. That's pretty stupid, dude. That is insane. Arcane missiles hits like a freaking truck, especially if you get a lot of clear casting procs. It is absolutely crazy. Arcane barrage, almost 200k. That's huge, especially if you're cleaving, especially if the targets in front of you are below 30% life, which is going to happen quite honestly when you open with that combo. Arcane Orb, huge sleep damage, 200k touch with the Magi, 200k Arcanosphere. We did not get lucky with it, but it is what it is. 100k Arcane Surge. So this is pretty much a burst rotation for Arcane Mage. If you are interested in watching the normal rotation, it is pretty much something like this. Let's say you have zero cooldown, okay? You're building those shards, and you get a clear casting proc, you use it, then Arcane Blast, Arcane Missiles, and then you get Nether Precision. So right now, the rotation is Arcane Blast, Arcane Missiles, Arcane Blast, Arcane Missiles, Arcane Blast, Arcane Missiles, Arcane Blast, and Arcane Missiles. That's pretty much it. Nether Precision actually makes you hit a lot more damage with Arcane Blast. So, but to keep the buff active, you kind of need to Arcane Blast and then Arcane Missile. It has a chance to reset the buff, allowing you to keep hitting those crazy 100k Arcane Blast. That's pretty much the best trick that I can give you. Alright, so first up, Presence of Mind, and we start the pumping. Ooh. And there we go. And then we reset everything. Apply the Nether Bomb. One Arcane Orb. And then we do the normal stuff. Normal rotation. Until we get Touch the Magi again. Apply the Bomb again. And then we can Arcane Barrage, Touch of the Magi, Arcane Blast, Arcane Missile, Arcane Blast, Arcane Missile. and so on. The reason why I'm doing Arcane Barrage and Arcane Blast back to back to back is because of Nether Precision. Nether Precision actually like procs whenever you get clear casting. When you use Arcane Messiah's clear casting, you get another precision proc, and then it's gonna allow you to boost your damage of your next Arcane Blast by 20%. So you Arcane Blast once, and then Arcane Messiahs to reset it, and so on. That's basically one of the most insane trick I can give you. Arcane Messiahs, dude, 1.2 million. Absolutely disgusting. Pretty straightforward, right? Absolutely insane. We did 120k Arcane Blast. Okay, good. I'm recording. Arcane Blast. To 120k Arcane Orb. Huge cleave damage. 100k freaking Arcane Orbs. Arcane Barrage, single target, by the way, single target Arcane Barrage, 557k damage, average to 100k. So that's why I was saying, always get those Arcane Missiles to 10 to get those insane damage boosts on your next Arcane Barrage. That's literally the reason why I've said that, because it's gonna deal huge cleave damage, and if it hits multiple targets, 200k times 5, it's gonna deal a million each time you're gonna hit that key, dude. A million damage every time you're gonna hit that key. That was single target, by the way. No, there was no like 5 targets. If you do this rotation perfectly, and there's like 5 guys all clumped up together, you're gonna hit a million damage every time you hit that freaking key, which is super, 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 super dumb. 400k touch of the Magi, absolutely insane, absolutely disgusting. Pretty hard to heal, guys. Pretty hard to heal. Arcanosphere to 100k. That thing can actually hit for a lot more than that. We did not get lucky with the crit. Arcane Eco, pretty much like filler type of damage. So there it was, the burst damage, and at the end was the filler rotation. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. Also, I'm gonna release ton more content for all the characters in World of Warcraft, so hit the subscribe button and stay tuned, gentlemen. All right, have an awesome rest of the day, and see you in the next one. This was Clunky Doo.